Robert Halfon, difficult week in Parliament with colleagues that you sat next to leaving your party.
Well, it's a bit of been another crazy week in Parliament. You wake up, you have no idea what's going to go on one week to the next. I mean, it has been a sad day, be honest with you, for the Conservative Party. 3 colleagues have left. A couple of them I knew very well, Heidi Allen and Sarah Williston. Sarah Williston I did a joint inquiry with. She's head of the Health Committee, I'm head of the Education Committee. We did an inquiry into children and mental health, and she's a nice lady. Heidi Allen as well, I'd worked with and been to see a school that looks after children from disadvantaged backgrounds in her constituency in South Cambridgeshire. So it is sad, and we need to be sure that we are welcoming to all people from the Conservative Party, and to make sure that it's a broad church, that everybody's views can be represented.
But they clearly don't think it's a broad church, do they? Do you still think it is a broad church?
There is, of course it is. Of course, there's general Conservative views, but you look at Jacob Rees-Mogg, for example, and someone like myself, we can be more different and come from more different backgrounds and have different views on things. There are many different views, but we need to accommodate that. We need to respect each other. I mean, don't forget, these people have left from the Conservative Party primarily because of Brexit, because they're against leaving the European Union and they want a second referendum, which is, for the most part, the Conservative Party is united. Most people in the Conservative Party do not want a second referendum, the vast majority. So that's the reason why they left. Whereas the Labour Party people, who've had something like 9 people go over, or 8 or 9 people go over to this new independent group, have left primarily because of what they perceive as horrific anti-Semitism in their party.
So a couple of things there is, are we seeing a realignment of British politics, or are we seeing some sort of just slight minor schism?
Well, only time will tell. I think there is a mood out there for a different kind of politics, and what I actually think is going to happen is that MPs from different parties might work together on issues rather than necessarily joining a new party. So I was working with Labour MPs on the Education Committee. We're all party committee. I've worked with some Labour MPs on trying to get a solution for the Brexit, going back to a common market where you leave the EU but you're part of the European Free Trade area. And I wrote a pamphlet with a Labour MP. I sat in rooms with Labour MPs. A few years ago that would have been unimaginable, and I think what might happen, rather than necessarily new parties like kind of taking the world by storm, MPs from all parties will work together on big issues of the day, whether it's skills, social justice, housing, or whatever it may be.
So that work you did with Lucy Powell, has anybody criticised you that? So almost like you're consorting with the NEB, but you're more or less saying this could be the model for the future.
I think it's the model for the future. I think Brexit is a huge disruptor. So what it is it's creating precedent. It's changing people's behaviour. You've got a new independent grouping. Now, I don't think they're calling themselves a political parties yet, but it's an independent grouping of MPs, a lot from Labour, 3 from us. But what is happening is MPs are working together on different things. Politics is really changing. The way the strict kind of discipline of the whips, where everything used to be run like an army, has broken down quite a bit compared to what it was like when I first got into Parliament in 2010. And I think that's a good thing, because sometimes I do actually agree with some of the things that some Labour people say. Our committee, select committee, education committee, is all party. And we've got Conservatives on there, we've got a Scottish Nationalist MP on there, we've got a number of Labour MPs on there. And we produce reports that are incredibly powerful and are really taken seriously on exclusions, on apprenticeships, on the future of our universities. And the reason why they're taken seriously is because it isn't just Rob Halfon saying this, it's MPs from all parties saying this. And I think the public want us to work closely together.